Hey there, Fletch from All Things Overlanding here, and today I'm going to be talking about a brand new flashlight from Fenix called the LD45R, and this thing is awesome. I've spent way more than 160 bucks on multiple flashlights that I bought, and all of them ended up failing or just not being that great. And if you buy the knockoff stuff, especially with flashlights, I feel like sometimes you just don't get your money's worth, right? So I've been through a number of them, and now that I've got this LD45, this is my main go-to camping flashlight, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the features of it and also why it's my main flashlight going forward. So if you want to learn more about the Fenix LD45R, stay tuned.
Understand where it came from, but you got it, my got it. It began in the land of the sandstorm. I fought it, though I wanted everything to do with what you gave to me. Loosening my grip.
All right, guys, so as I mentioned in the intro today, I'm talking about this new flashlight from Fenix called the LD45R. This thing is a beast. It is awesome. I'm going to cut in some footage here throughout the video, too, of me using it once it gets dark here tonight to show you just how bright this thing is. It will put out up to 2,800 lumens, and I mean, when I say 2,800 lumens, I mean it is bright. So, again, I'm going to show you all this. I'm going to walk you through the features and stuff while it's still light out here, and then I'll show you how it works in the dark here in a little bit. But let's start by talking a little bit about the light and kind of what it comes with in the box. So, in addition to the light, you also get this really nice little hand guide that just kind of explains everything from how to work it and all that good stuff. Of course, with these lights, they always come with like a protector between the battery and the connection for it. So you do want to unscrew the bottom of this light here when you first get it. You want to take this off, and that will expose the battery inside of it. And there will be like a little piece of plastic that's blocking that connection. So if you get it and you're trying to turn it on and it won't turn on, that is why. Just remove that little piece of plastic, screw this back on. It's a very well-made piece of aluminum, so it just screws right on there. It feels really good. You can tell that it's well-made. It's not cheap, right? So then it goes right back on there, and then once you've done that, you're good to go. Now, in addition to the flashlight itself, you also get a little Fenix branded lanyard. So if you wanted to, there is a spot down here on the bottom where you could put this lanyard in. If you're a lanyard type person, you like to have something to kind of hold on to it so you don't drop it, you could definitely do that. I'm not really a lanyard guy, but I may actually use this. It does also come with this really nice sort of Fenix branded little carrying case, which a little nerdy, right? Like, I'm not a janitor necessarily, but it would be nice to have some quick, easy access to this and kind of keep it on your belt, right? So to have this thing included is a nice little touch, because again, you could just really quickly, easily pull this Velcro, put it on your belt, and you're good to go. You also get, and it's down in this thing, you get a USB-A to USB-C charging cord. So, you know, you've got everything you need to be able to charge it. The charging port is right here on the back of the flashlight. You just quickly pull this up here, and then that will expose the port. That does keep it waterproof. This is waterproof, so that is a nice feature, is you don't have to worry about it if it gets rained on, if you drop it in a puddle or anything. It's waterproof, it's gonna be fine. And like all Fenix stuff, it's super well made. So to turn this thing on, you just hold this button in the middle for a few seconds, and as you can see, it has an LCD screen in there. So it actually gives you a readout telling you how many lumens it's putting out. You know, it shows the Fenix branding at the beginning. It shows you your battery life and stuff on there. It's actually really cool. So it basically has 5 modes. It has a 20 lumen, 150 lumen, a 350 lumen, a 1000 lumen, and then at max it's at a 2800 lumens. And I mean, this is so bright, I can't even tell you. But the really cool thing about it is, instead of, you know, most of these lights, you got to pull on this stupid thing and it doesn't stay in place. I mean, you can see how bright this thing is. It's like warming up my hands that are cold, which is really nice. But so instead of having to turn this end piece or pull it in and out like a lot of these flashlights, they actually give you finger control here over the beam. So you can probably see it here a little bit. As I turn this, you can see the beam narrowing there. But so just with your thumb, you can widen and close off the beam with this little thumb turn here on the face, which is really, really nice. Now, if you hold it for a few seconds, like to turn it off, it goes into like a flashing safety mode. And then you hold it for a few more seconds and it's going to go off. So super, super easy to use. Again, I like that you don't have that mechanical sort of like extension on the end. I've had a ton of those flashlights where you have to, you know, pull it in and out and twist it to make it zoom in and get kind of the exact beam pattern that you want. But that requires two-handed operation, and it just kind of is cumbersome, right? And also if you bump it on something, then all of a sudden your beam pattern's all out of whack. Whereas with this, you have total control over it thanks to this little thumb turn, and you can just control exactly how, you know, narrow or wide your beam is. So if you want to light up your whole camp, you make it super wide. If you want to see something farther off in the distance, you make it super narrow. but I love that they give you that control right there on the face of it. And again, this thing is just, I wish that I could, you know, I'm trying to show you here on camera just how well built this thing is, but this thing is so sturdy. I mean, I feel like I could, you know, nail nails in with this thing because it's so well built. It's built of a super strong aerospace grade anodized aluminum. So it weighs in at about 2/3 of a pound, about 11 ounces. So it's actually really, really light. I've had, you know, much bigger with a lot bigger, heavier batteries like Maglite style lights that put out less light than this light. So again, for the size of it, for the quality of it, the fact that it's waterproof, makes it a really, really nice all-around camp, you know, overlanding camping flashlight. And this is going to become my standard go-to light going forward because of its awesome features and its lightweight and its small size. As far as dimensions go, it is just slightly over 6 inches, and width-wise, it's about 1.25 inches. So that is the size of it. As you can kind of see it here in my hand, it's about the size of my palm. Fits really nice in your hand, so it's really easy to get your thumb on the turn to adjust your beam. And it's just a great little flashlight for anything to do with the outdoors. All right, guys, so it is super dark out, and I'm going to turn this LD45 on. All right, so this is 20 lumens widened all the way out. That's 150. That's 350. And again, widened all the way out for maximum spread. That's 1,000 right there. And then that is max at 2,800 lumens right there. So now let's narrow it in. So that's as narrow as it gets. This is on max at 2,800. That's 1,000 zoomed in. That's 350 zoomed in. And then this is 20, which is kind of like the minimum zoomed in. So that will do it for the Fenix LD45R. I hope that was helpful for you, gave you some info on it, and hopefully kind of, again, showed you this in action, showed you the nighttime, what it's like to use in the dark, and then also just kind of the features and why this is such a nice light. So if you're looking for a really good, really high quality, but still not like crazy expensive flashlight from a good, solid brand like Fenix, then I think that the LD45R is a great choice. And again, will be my main flashlight going forward. So I hope that was helpful for you. If it was, click that like button. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure to click that subscribe button, click the bell to be notified when new videos drop. I do a couple every week, usually like a gear video and then like a newbie overlanders type podcast / vlog kind of video every week. So there's definitely a ton of stuff here for you if you're into the outdoors or camping or overlanding or anything like that. Also below this video is a join button. That's just kind of a passive way to support the channel. It gives you early access to the videos and things like that. There's also a link to my website where I've got funny overlanding camping themed patches and stickers, also all things overlanding patches and stickers. So if you're into any of that, if you're enjoying the channel, if you want to support the channel and you want to get some swag out of it, that may be a good option, and you can check that out through the link below. Then if you want a more active way to be involved with all things overlanding, there is a link to my Patreon group where we've got a 24/7 Discord. We all kind of chat about our cars, our rigs, and our gear and stuff like that. People ask questions. It's a ton of fun. We do a once a month Zoom call, and we're also trying to get together once or twice a year just to drink a beer around a campfire and kind of hang out. So if that sounds good, check out the Patreon. And then last but not least, there is a link to the Newbie Overlanders Facebook group. Now this is totally free to join, over 20,000 members, and it's an awesome place because unlike the big groups, we don't allow bullying or anything like that. So we just want people that want to come in and help new people, or if you are a new person, come in and don't worry about being intimidated or beat up on because you asked some questions. So again, hopefully that is a great place for you to learn more about overlanding or to share what you know about overlanding, and we'd love to have you as part of that. So again, thanks for watching the video about the LD45R. Click through that link in the description down below if you want to pick one up for yourself, and we'll see you next time.